You ask me what brought me to Trinity. I've attended Trinity since 1957. I just missed the Christmas Eve service in 1956 because my mother's pregnancy ran past her due date. I was baptized into this congregation, had perfect attendance through the 4th grade. Reverend Gingery, Reverend Ballard, Reverend Elston, Reverend Hetty. And then, like a lot of kids, I kind of stopped. The mid-level elementary school teachers weren't as engaging as the wonderful K through 3 teachers, Evie McNutt, Florence Seabrook, Margaret Murphy. Also, I'd gotten too old and too tall to be an acolyte. So I had no real opportunities for participation. You lose those 2 things, you kind of lose interest. The real question should be what brought me back to Trinity. What brought me back was the youth group. When I was in junior high school and in high school, we had a couple of great youth directors. One was a conscientious objector who introduced me to Gandhi and Martin Luther King and the ministry on war and conscience while we were exploring the teachings of Jesus Christ. He got me thinking seriously about my faith. I wanted to be that guy. The next was a guitar player who I swear knew all the songs of social significance, of love and peace and civil rights that were popular in that day. He got us all singing, and I wanted to be that guy. And with that, I was back, and I was all in. Why is my faith important to me? Why is faith important to anybody? I mean, faith addresses a yearning, an inborn need. Nothing else could explain why people of every age, race, and clime, from the forests of New Guinea to the mountains of Peru, from the fjords of Norway to the deserts of Egypt, have all, separately and independently, and for all recorded history, sensed that there was something above and beyond what they could touch, see, and hear, and have been driven sometimes at great personal sacrifice to find it, to experience that thing that we call the divine. Faith is, I think, part of what makes humans human, as necessary for humans as food and affection. My particular faith, as a Christian, as a Protestant, as a United Methodist, is largely a product of growing up in this church. There's no escaping one's history. My particular interests within the faith are clearly a product of my family. When I was a child, the oldest members of my 4-generation family knew their Bible really well. And the younger adults in the family admired that, wished they knew theirs better. And I wanted to be like them. I wanted to know more and better. And I wanted to make music like the young adults. What do I love about my church? The opportunity to listen, the opportunity to learn, the opportunity to speak and teach, to be able to be and do that which allows me to explore and experience the divine. I think this is a universal yearning, as needful for human beings as food and affection. And I find it here in the teaching, in the preaching, in the music and ministry of Trinity United Methodist Church.